Well, hello and welcome back. Today is a very, very, very special day because today we have got 2,000 subscribers. We have hit that level of 2,000 of you beautiful, gorgeous, artistic and amazing people that have come here to watch my delightful drawings. So thank you very much. Thank you so much for 2,000 people. That is really, you made my heart glow this morning. And also thank you to all those people that have put little donations in the pot for me. I really greatly appreciate all of you. You're all amazing. What can I say? And guess what? You all get free tickets to today's drawing video, which is going to be fabulous. So, get your pen, your paper, or your cup of tea, or whatever you want to do, and let's get into the 2,000 subscriber special edition. You ready? Let's do it. 2,000 people. So special. And I'm very excited and I'm very happy. I can't tell you how amazing it makes me feel to know that there's 2,000 people that have subscribed. We're getting thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. I think it was 28,500 people every month have been watching this video. And it really is incredible. Okay. Not quite sure what I've done there, but do I ever? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's an odd one, but it's always good to start with something odd. So always start somewhere different. Start on a line and a design that is not the same every week, every day. It's like challenging, you know. And look at that. Look how incredible is that? Just by naturally the drops. Can you see that there is already 1, 2 eyes already there for me? And that's just the way that the artwork falls. The artwork just kind of says, this is what I want you to do. And in most cases, I listen to it. So I'm kind of going to get in there and do a couple of eyes exactly where this is telling me to go. But really, thank you so much. So much. 2,000 people. Oh my God. 2,000 people is like a concert hall, isn't it? Wow. And in concert tonight, it's Kieron and Mr. Miro. Okay, so we've got some kind of freaky little bird kind of thing going on here, which is really quite delightful. I'm really quite pleased. And we've had a very busy week. I've seen the actual viewing numbers have been quite low this week, but you know, that doesn't really mean anything. It just means that people are worried about an election, or people are worried about something that's exterior, you know, Christmas or something, you know, or some impressive day that, you know, school exams or something, you know, and all the mums and dads are out there kind of panicking and worrying about. Well, don't panic and worry. Because, you know, your kids these days are super clever. They're more clever than when we was kids. So, don't worry. They'll sort themselves out. I'm really quite liking this feeling here. This kind of piece of paper stuck to the end of my nib, and it's making all my thin lines thick. There we go, that's better. Lovely. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, God of the ink. It has been quite a busy, very busy few weeks actually, because I have been, as you probably know, I've probably said it a billion squillion times, but I have been working on Norman, and it does really soak my brain. It really does drain all the juices from my brain. Brain 1 and brain 2 are completely exhausted these days. Coming up with all the stories and typing it up. My God, typing it up. I never ever wanted to type up my own stories. But you know, if you do get other people to do it, they probably wouldn't do it the way that you wanted it anyway. So, stop huffing and puffing and get on with it and do it, It's probably the way to deal with it, Just get on with it. And I do also feel like you're very nervous about writing it, and you don't think that you can do it, and all those little things come in, those little doubts come into your brain. But when you actually sit down and do it, and then you kind of write cut a few pages and stuff like that, and then you read it back and you go, oh, it's not bad. Oh, maybe you can do this. So don't be so negative to yourself. Be supportive, If your best friend was writing a story, you wouldn't say, oh, it's rubbish. I wouldn't do it if I was you. So don't say that type of things to yourself. Be supportive. That's a lovely face, isn't it? That is an absolutely beautiful little face. Lovely. I'm going to get a brush. Where's my brush gone? Nice kind of balance to it there. And I'm going to just had a nice idea. I'm going to make this a special drawing. And I'm going to just kind of get him hold. Special little message for all of you. So I have been writing a lot at the moment, and I mean, I've been obviously thinking about the illustrations as well, but you know, I do kind of feel like I kind of, as I'm writing in my kind of notebook what's happening, I do find that I naturally kind of sketch up. I sketch up kind of ideas of what it's going to look like, and that really helps a lot because it visualizes. It visualizes a lot of things, and it's quite important sometimes. To have that, it's quite important to have that kind of eye of what is going on. And as I'm writing these stories, I have a very clear idea of what is going on. I have a very clear idea of what I want. He's got a little sign held up there for all of you 2,000 people. This is my big thank you to you. Now my little bird is holding up this sign to thank you all. Thank you 2,000. That's for you, especially for you. Draw the other wing here. That's lovely. It's given it a very lovely character. Lovely. And 2,000 people, you know, is an incredible number, you know. I mean, if you're thinking 2,000 people were to come into your house for dinner tonight, you know, that, you know, I mean, to visualize the whole idea of 2,000 people, it's like a college or something, you know. So thank you, really, I can't stop saying thank you, but it really means a lot to me, you know. The whole kind of idea of me kind of sitting here drawing away for you with Mr. Miro underneath my chair. It's just I'm so over the moon about it. I'm so happy. And I've been using a little bit of colour as well this week, just to kind of shake things up a little bit, change things up a bit. I've also been doing a lot of grey in there, just to sometimes, you know, sometimes as I'm putting the kind of cover things for the videos together, it kind of makes me think, oh, right, well, there's lots of color ones this week. Okay, I need a black and white one or something like that, you know. And that's basically just by trying to see each video on YouTube, trying to see them as something different, something, you know, not too different that the kind of the style has changed, but I wanted to kind of keep it. It's dried. I think I do this every week, don't I? They all dried up? Surely not. So I want to try and bring that wing. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And it's really important for me to see that each month the channel is growing, you know. More so for my own mental state, that, you know, because sometimes you put up a video and then you get 25 people look at it and you go, oh God, you know. But I guess you have to kind of look at it a little bit more over the bigger picture, of how many people overall have looked at your channel, and seeing today at 2,000, that's just mind-blowing. And also, you don't compare yourself to other people. I know that some people put up a video and then on some kind of art subject, and they've got like, you know, 52,000 people instantly. Well, you know, I don't want that, because I kind of feel like it's a little bit like fireworks, you know, boom, and then it's quiet. So I'd rather a much more constant growth, where you can kind of see it over the months, and you can kind of look back and think, wow, we now have 52,000 people, but do you remember when we had only 2,000? Or do you remember when we had the first 5 people? You know, something like that. It's very, very, very beautiful. I like the idea of him having very large feet. Quite skinny legs. Nice and skinny legs, but big, chunky feet. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, really? Oh, it gives a lovely balance to him, doesn't it? Those little skinny legs, the big feet. And thank you for the donations too. They really do keep this channel alive, you know, and it really comes from you. It really does. Your donations are what keep this channel ticking along. So for every single person that puts a couple of pound in there, you keep this channel alive, and it's beautiful, and I really appreciate it. And it all goes to ink and paper and some paint if needed. So you are greatly, greatly appreciated. It's very important for these small channels like mine. You know, it's very important for us to kind of stay alive. It's very important for us to kind of compete with some of the bigger channels. And you know, at the moment I'm really don't want to kind of get into having big adverts for things through my channel like I see on other people's. I really want to do it with the people, for the people, you know. And that means a lot to me. It really does. Keeping it as an independent, so that I'm not having to use products and having to do all the BS that other channels do. You know, today we're going to be donating for Billy Bob's shampoo. You know, all that kind of stuff. You know, don't want to do that. Though it would be quite good if I did a hair shampoo, wouldn't it? A shampoo advert for hair. That would be a comical one. Mind you, Mr. Miro could do an advert for shampoo quite well, couldn't he? The amount of hair that he has. And the only reason that Mr. Miro hasn't been in the recent videos is that most of the times when I'm doing these, he's actually asleep. I don't know if he kind of times it. It's like, oh, you're going to be over there for a while, I'm going to have a sleep. All right. You're going to be drawing for a long time. I'll have a quick sleep. I don't know if that's what is that what he's planning, is it? He's doing it in a technical way. That's come up so lovely. And I'm going to try and get in there and I'm just going to try to, with my finger, drop a little bit of red in there. Oh, I can hear all the complaints now. Why are you using your finger? Oh, because it's there, you know. And it wipes off, don't worry, it wipes off. Right, so I'm just going to seal that so that it doesn't go too flooding down into the rest of it. And I got some lovely green there that I was using the other day. Maybe I could get in there and do some green onto his body. That was really quite a nice colour, wasn't it? Where's that big paintbrush gone? As you can see, sometimes the ink that hasn't dried sometimes bleeds into the body of it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Just to add a little bit of sparkle to it. Oh, took a bit of black there. See, that's the problem with adding the colour. I do find that sometimes things are not quite ready for it. And by drawing at speed, as these are kind of like, these are quick drawings that are kind of thrown together. Sometimes you will find that a lot of the, see, I can see there that the nose, okay, let's just be careful there. Let's be a very, Where's that little liquid one gone? Adds a little bit of sparkle to it. I'm gonna get in there with some just trying to give it a nice tint. See, again, it's done it there, hasn't it? Lovely. And that adds a nice little kind of twinge of colour to it. Oh, terrible. That bit there was still very wet and it just... oh dear. And that is also why I kind of dab the paint on rather than smear it with my finger, because it stops smudging the paint then. Stops smudging all the ink and the paint in together. Fine, 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 fine. Looks good, looks good. I'm just gonna add a little bit more to the feathers just to keep that life in there. And just gets a nice little touch of life to it. And I'm always quite taken with that kind of looseness of the paint, and it doesn't really overtake it. I find sometimes when people are painting things up, they get so over the top with it that I just kind of find like you've painted so much you cannot see what the drawing is anymore. And that really, it bugs me a little bit sometimes. It bugs me the fact that you cannot no longer see what is happening there. I think it's important to see, you know, that's why I do draw it this way. I put the color down so light. I do find that it's important for us to see the line work, you know. You spent all that time drawing down the line work and making the line thick and thin and variations of such, and then you go in and just cover it with paint. I don't like it. You know, a lot of the Ronald Searle ones, I sometimes prefer just the ink. It's just so vibrant, so alive. Don't need color, you know. Is there another green in the house? There's a lovely green in the house. Let's see if I can put in a little bit of grass there. And that again just gives you the feeling of the grass. Don't have to paint it all in, just give a feeling of it. Lovely. Now we could do a little bit of a sky feeling. We could put in a little bit of blue there if I have a lovely, where's my lovely cyan? I could get in there and do just to kind of loosen up around there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just capturing everything, that mood of the little bird. Thank you 2000. Right. So let's get back in and we'll do a lovely, we'll frame this baby up with a nice, bit short, let's get a bit of a thicker, bigger brush there. And the frame's always quite important to me. You know, I like to kind of see my drawings framed up. The name's on there. It's got a frame on it. Perfect. Absolutely fantastic. And that is today's thank you. Thank you to my 2000 subscribers. Thank you so much. And it is really quite a beautiful bird. I'm really quite pleased with him. I love the way that body has come in there. So thank you very much for being here today. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And also, like I've said, thank you if you're one of the 2000 people that have subscribed. I love every single one of you. I really do. You are amazing. And if you're thinking of subscribing, please do come and join these fun, relaxing mornings with me. It makes me feel good, and I want to share that kind of good feelings. And thank you also for all the people that have donated. I do appreciate you. You're very, very lovely. And I will see you all back here again for some more drawing very, very soon. Maybe tomorrow. So stay tuned, stay in touch, and send me a comment. And I'd love to hear what you think of today's drawing. The thank you bird. Bye-bye. Thank you.